So you finally got yourself a UDM Pro SE. And what we're going to take a look at in this video is migrating from the Dream Machine Pro to the Dream Machine Pro SE. Now, this can be used in different scenarios. You can do it from the Dream Machine, you can do it from the Cloud Key, so the concepts are still the same. But for those that have just purchased and unsure how to migrate everything, this video is for you. Just before we jump in though, I'm just going to quickly run over the few high-level details of the differences between the two. So I have them side by side on the screen. They look exactly the same other than very few cosmetic changes. There's nothing in terms of the general look of the device that hasn't changed. You now have 8 PoE ports on the front of the UDM Pro SE. You have the same 10 gig SFP Plus port for the WAN, and you now have a 2.5 gigabit Ethernet connection on the front. You'll also have 128 gig of internal storage built into running the Unify applications, so it is going to grow, and as it gets bigger it has the capacity to run those applications. The only bit I'm somewhat disappointed in is the fact that they've not really upgraded the processor, and the RAM inside the system is exactly the same. So slightly disappointed on that side, but I guess you can't win it all. So enough waiting around, let's jump straight into it. So I have 3 applications running at the moment on my system. There is the Access, Protect and Network. Now unfortunately Talk is still in early access for the UK, or it's not available here anyway at the moment, so I'm not able to show you that part. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is back up all 3 of these individually and then show you how to restore them onto the other system. One thing I would note at this moment is the Protect data goes across, however the recordings do get wiped. So if you move your hard drive from one system to another, which I will demonstrate for you, so be prepared when you do upgrade, you are going to lose your recordings, which is slightly annoying. I think Ubiquiti need to come out with something where you can migrate your video data as well. And if there is something already that I've missed, please let me know down in the comments below. So let's go ahead and start with the UDM Pro itself. So you go to Settings, click on Advanced and drop down to the bottom. You'll see there's a backup configuration here. Now this just takes your Unify network applications. Now this one will only take your UDM Pro settings and your Unify network settings as well. It says it just here at the front. Currently this feature is only supported by the network application, so it doesn't back up Protect, it doesn't back up Access, it doesn't back up Talk. So anything like that, it doesn't back up any of those other devices. So I've just taken a backup just now, and I'm going to go ahead and download that and keep that copy. So there we go, that's gone ahead and downloaded. Now at this point I've played around with the backup configuration for a little while. Yes, it is in beta, so I wouldn't rely on this fully, but it seems that your backup is linked to your MAC address. So when you come to restoring in a newer version, which I will demonstrate a little bit later, you don't have the option to use any of these configuration files, which in a way is slightly annoying because you really want to be able to download and transfer across if you're going from the UDM Pro to the UDM Pro SE. But at this point, unfortunately, you're not able to do that. So we're going to jump into the network application, and I'm going to show you how to take a backup from there, which is again slightly more annoying because it's in the older interface. To be able to do this. So let's go back to the network interface then. So this is the interface you would generally see when you first log on to the network part of it. So we're going to go straight down to the settings, and what I'm actually going to do is revert to the old system interface. So you go to System and then you turn off the new user interface. Once that's turned off, you'll be presented with something. If you've been using Unify for a little while now, you would be presented with the older version. So I'm sure this menu looks familiar to some of you that might be watching this. So what we do is we go down to the bottom, we click on Backup, and you'll see we have all the network backups down here. So I've already gone ahead and downloaded one, so I have a copy already. And keep that one ready for when we do the restore on the newer version. One last thing I will tell you to grab is it's a bit old school, but grab a piece of pen and paper and or open up a notepad or text edit, whatever you want, and just make a quick note of some of your settings within the console, just to make sure everything is back to where it was. So have a look at the users and see what's in there and who's set up, and then go to the settings and quickly run through some of the settings down here. And then we go to Protect. We then go to Settings, and then you scroll down to the bottom and you can see you can factory reset the Unify Protect, import a backup file, so this is when you want to restore, and download a backup of the current system. So I've already taken a backup of this already, so we can go ahead and move to Access. Just one more thing before we move on from Unify Protect is to make sure you grab this device password. Now this is a device password, so Worst case scenario, you move your protect system over and your cameras are no longer talking, you can readopt them using this passcode because it will ask you for it. So, and it's the same for all the cameras. So keep that one in mind before you shut down your existing UDM Pro, so you can move that across to your UDM Pro SE if everything else goes completely wrong. When you go into access, similar sort of thing, drop down to the settings and you've got backups and recovery on this. And then here you can click backup and it will give you a backup to download. You can click it and download it. Or you can just, when you come back to restoring, you go ahead and restore from backup. Now, a couple of things to note is if you are running a higher version, so for example, Unify Protect, if you're running 1.2.0 and you try to backup or you try to restore to 1.18.0, for example, it's not going to work. You need to make sure you are running the same or higher version on your new system, because some of the features that it does back up isn't available on the older version, so it doesn't know how to restore it. So just keep that one in mind when you are doing so. Now that we've got these backed up, what we're going to go ahead and do is go ahead and unplug the UDM Pro and plug in the UDM Pro SE. One thing I will do first is from my UDM Pro SE, I will hardwire into this machine just here, just because it doesn't have any of my network settings, so I won't be able to connect to it via Wi-Fi. There is another way of setting up via Bluetooth, but that's not in scope for this video. So I've gone ahead and switched everything over. Everything has all been moved across. The only thing I'll say is unplug everything that you've plugged in and plug it back into the same sockets. Also, if you want to be extra lazy and you don't want to switch the hard drive over, you can unplug it from your UDM Pro and then plug it straight into your UDM Pro SE. It's exactly the same fitting, so it will go straight in. So just showing you on the screen that I am still connected to my Wi-Fi, so I'm just going to turn my Wi-Fi off, which is giving me a 10 address. And I've actually plugged in an Ethernet cable, which is giving me a 192.168.1 address. So just going to open up a new tab quickly. So we're all plugged in and I've now joined the UDM Pro SE. So let's go ahead and get this set up. We've got the name for it, so we can agree and click next. Where it's going to be set up, we click next. Type in your username and password, so just log in with your normal UI credentials. Then we move on to the update schedule. So we don't want this to be done, so I'm going to disable this because I want to control when those updates happen. We click next. Do you want to send your diagnostics and performance data? If you do, you can highlight that button there. I'm going to click next. I'm going to skip the speed tests. And it's just put in your speeds that you should be getting. And then there we go, that's all set up. So we just go ahead and click finish. And we'll let that go off and finish setting up. Okay, so this is all set up now. So we just want to go ahead and check the applications are up to date. So we go to settings, updates, make sure it's running the latest UDM software, which is 2.3.11. And then the network and protect software is up to date. So we're going to do the update part in a little while. Just click update for now. But the access part we'll have a look at shortly. This point right here is where I would have actually expected to see a restore button actually populated, so you can click restore and then go ahead and choose from your various backups to restore. For some reason I've managed to do this in the past in some earlier versions, I'm talking a little while back, but in this one it doesn't seem to give you an option. So let me know down in the comments below if this is something that is happening to you. Am I not seeing something? Or how you went about and restored your Unify console. So after quickly taking a backup, I can see the restore button has appeared. If I go ahead and click restore now, you can see it shows the UDM Pro SE at the time and it asks you for the password. Now if I go to click down here and it asks for the list, you can see it chooses one that's specifically linked to that MAC address, which doesn't really help in this case. If you're migrating from a UDM or UDM Pro to a UDM Pro SE, well, you can't really migrate your data from a console perspective. That being said, there probably isn't really too much data that you have, but nonetheless, it's a feature I think Ubiquiti need to address. So now we're going to go to network and we're going to restore the backup that we took earlier. So from here we go settings. There's nothing set up in here at the moment. You can probably just see my internet connection and there's nothing else set. Now this is where you can use the new part. You don't have to go back to the old configuration and you go down to system and then you scroll down to maintenance and you click restore from backup. So you choose your file from here and then we're going to go ahead and let that go and restore. So do you want to restore the default, which is the backup, and a restart is required. So let's go ahead and click restart. And what that will also do is go ahead and set the original IP address for what the UDM Pro was that we've disconnected now, and it will go ahead and restore your network configuration. So once that's done, I'll come back and continue. If I try, and I know this is complete now, if I try and refresh the page, it's not going to load because it's picked up my IP of my new one. So let's go ahead and log into this. Okay, now we're in. I can see the front page looks a little bit different. I can see some of my devices now and they're all connected. So if I go into network now, I can see my gateway IP has been set, which is obviously what I logged into. And if I go back here and if I go back to the networks, I can see everything I had there before has now reappeared, which is great, which is exactly what you want to see. So now my network and my Wi-Fi is back up and running. We can now move on to protect. So if we go to protect just here, you can see there's nothing here, nothing set up. It's saying I've got a very small hard drive in there. It's 110 gig, it's not big. And if I go to settings now and go down to configuration backups, I can import a backup file. So again, one that you've taken earlier, grab that, and then it's going to say, do you want to use this backup? We're going to click import because that's exactly what we want to use. So there we go, that's now imported and that's done. That's going to quickly refresh, so we'll just give that a minute. So while that goes ahead and restores everything, okay, there we go. So that's now all done and restored. So if I go to my devices, I've only got one camera online at the moment, but you can see the front door is now active and is working. It's saying the last event was about 6 hours ago, which don't really find believable, and as you can see now, there's no motions because the camera we've put in isn't currently recording anything, and it hasn't brought in the recordings from the last backup. So you can see that, as I mentioned earlier, if you do bring your hard drive across, you will lose your settings. So if you do want to keep it, you might want to put in a new hard drive instead of using the existing UDM Pro one. And then the last one we want to look at is access. So we'll go ahead and set that up. Click setup anyway, close this, agree to the terms and conditions and click start. It's saying there's no devices found because I haven't actually plugged the Unify access devices in. I did have them on my old system though. So we go ahead and click save. It says no devices found, but I'm actually just going to skip this step. Then we click next, and then video capture hard drive. We can turn that on. Audio recording, we can turn that on. We'll click next, and then we go ahead and set up the device. So it's going up and quickly setting that up in the background. So the way to restore your configuration is to go to settings, backup and recovery, and you want to select backup. So we can drag the file here. So we go ahead and click restore backup, and then it says file contains user data, please check below. So restore the user data including the login and application permissions. So we go ahead and restore the backup. Just while that's going ahead, the only thing that I've found slightly frustrating in this process is the lack of consistency. So you've seen between network, protect and access, all of them have different ways of restoring. Yes, it has the same file in the end, so you have a file that you download and restore from it, but just the consistency is not there, which is slightly frustrating. So could be something for a future release on Unify, that if they can actually get this consistent, that would be great. And just in the background while I was talking, you can see now I have my 3 devices set up. So my hub, my Pro and my UA Lite. So if we go back into access just here, we should see our devices are now in here, which they are just here. So that's all 3 of them now restored. So if I go back to the front part, so we have the network, we have the protect, we have the access. As I mentioned, I don't have talk unfortunately, so I can't actually demonstrate that part. But there you go, you've now migrated successfully from UDM Pro to your UDM Pro SE. Just one last thing I want to show you is we mentioned about the UDM Pro and the UDM Pro SE settings. So if I quickly run through the console, I can see actually my users are back that I had there before. So perfect, I don't have to restore any users. My notifications are there as they were before anyway. And if I go into settings, this is probably the more crucial part. General is exactly the same. I can go to notifications, that's the same. Updates, well, that's where I left it anyway. Location time, don't need to worry about that one. But the only one thing I've had to re-enable again, which you can see as a bit of a security as well, is the SSH. So I just need to pop my password back in here again to set this up. Click confirm, and there we go. So that is pretty much my UDM Pro SE now is now exactly where it was as my UDM Pro was. So I hope you found this video useful. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm sure there are going to be a number of people going through this process, so I thought this video would be useful. If you do come across anything different as to what I've seen here today, or if there is any other ways, please do let me know down in the comments below. We're all learning together, so it'll be something good to know for the future. This is InsideWire, and I'll see you in the next one.